Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, today I am here to show you guys some blingy things I've been making. I was watching a video of some Cynthialoowho videos, and it just really reminded me of how much I miss like bling. I'm not doing enough bling, and it just made me realize how much I love bling. I'm actually obsessed with it. So she was talking about these statement necklaces because she went online and she was looking at these like steampunk ones because she was looking at some steampunk necklaces and some ideas. Okay, so I had been doing those and I have a video on how to put that together. Okay, and the base for putting this together is exactly the same way that I put the bling one together. So you can watch my video on that of how I put this together. Okay, it's the same except for instead of steampunking out like I did this one, this time I went ahead, make sure I'm in frame, and I used bling. And not just bling, I took, see the color backing here? Let me just come up a little closer. This is taking embossing powder right straight to the metal. And you might add purple, I did a green, and I did a teal. And I will, I'm going to do a little tutorial on that today and show you guys that. Sorry about my phone. So at any rate, this is how this turned out. And I think it looks so pretty. And instead of using chain here, like I did on my own, I used beads and I beaded it. Okay? And the pieces I used to create this, like this whole thing, let me show you the back. See, I E6000'd everything all together. Okay? So what I used, oh, I don't have my two pieces I used for the base. Anyway, I have the two pieces I used for the base, but on top of that base, and these pieces are all from my Etsy shop. In fact, you know what? Let me get the pieces really quick, you guys. Sorry about that. But I would like to get the pieces that I use for the base. Let me get to those real quick so it makes more sense. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought I had everything out here. Okay. So on the back, this right here is two of these put together like this. Okay, so I put those together and that's my base. Okay, and like I said, you can get those in my Etsy shop. All the metal pieces you can get in my Etsy shop, which will be listed below. Okay, let me just get this straightened out here. Okay, so the pieces here, they're on the ends, are simply these. And I embossed them, and then I went ahead and did the stoning. And you guys, I'm going to show you the technique to stone things. It is so easy, or bling things. Okay, on here I have, at the top, I have this flower. Okay, and you can see I embossed it, and then I blinged it out with my bling. And I'm going to show you both techniques for embossing onto metal, and also going ahead and applying your bling, an easy technique for that, okay? Also, I did my butterfly, which is right there. I did that, embossed it and blinged it. The cross, let me see if I can make sure you guys can see that. The cross, I put it upside down just because I wanted to. Anyway, see, that's the same there, embossed and blinged. And then, oh, over here on the side, that, believe it or not, is one of these metal butterflies. Isn't that cool? Embossed it and blinged it again. So by doing the embossing and the blinging, it completely changes these metal pieces around. You can color them any way you want. So that's how that turned out. I think this turned out just gorgeous. It's like so fairy-like. I love it. Okay, I want to show you guys next a piece I did for my daughter. This is going to be for her prom, which is this Saturday. Let me put this down here and move this one out of the way. Now this one, there's no embossing. It's just all blinged out. In fact, yeah, this is all just blinged out. This is a piece. None of these pieces are actually from my shop. This is all just some stuff I had in my stash. Oh, this was a broken earring that she brought me. So I took the broken earring and I applied these clear metal pieces, or clear bling, and then I did flat back pearls, and then really small AB, which is Aurora Borealis stones, which is something you really want to invest in, which is, you can go on to eBay and get your stones. These really small ones, you want anywhere between 1 and 4 millimeters. You want almost all those sizes so you can manipulate and use the stones for whatever you need and for whatever little area you need to get them in. And then this was a piece I got from Michael's. You get 3 of them for like $4. I think I used a coupon. And then this is the beads from Michael's. You can get these for 99 cents a strand. So I bought 2 strands. Okay? So I think that turned out really, really pretty. I think there is one piece on here that's from my shop. You can't see it. Because I needed a good base, I used this as the base for this to sit on. So I glued this onto this, and the whole thing I glued onto here. So I did use it, but you can't really see it. So that turned out really pretty. And to go with that, I made her some earrings. Aren't these gorgeous? I love them. Okay, now, the base on these earrings, let me put these down, is this really cool looking rose. Again, I carry these in my shop. As you can see, they're the same. So I turned this into that. And again, I got one of these pieces at Michael's. They have them, you know, in the bead section. And then I used my Aurora Borealis Bling. So pretty. Those are probably 1 and 2 millimeters on there. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I applied all those. A very, very easy technique so you guys can bling out whatever you want to bling out. Because you guys are going to start seeing a lot of projects with bling on them because I am obsessed. I've always been obsessed with bling. I've just kind of gotten away from putting so much bling in my projects because I've been doing so much steampunk. But I think even steampunk can have some bling in it. So I'll be mixing that in. I did my phone, you guys. I love how my phone turned out. So this piece right here, I'll probably do a tutorial on how I blinged out my phone, but that was this piece where the butterfly is. Sorry for reaching across. This is this piece. The flower down here, this right here, the rose is right here. This is a little small key from my stash. This is a broken earring. So you can see, even if you don't use my pieces from my shop, you know, who cares? You can use little broken pieces or anything you have in your stash too. And then bling them out. And like I said, make sure you get the AB Aurora Borealis because that's the most important thing and they're very well priced on eBay. Okay? So that's just my phone case. Okay, so these all turned out. I really love how all these things turned out. Alright, I'm going to do a quick tutorial for you guys. Move this stuff out of the way. I want to do a quick tutorial and show you guys how to emboss. Okay? With ink on metal. So I'm going to take this little piece right here and show you guys how to do that. Very quick and easy. Okay? At some moments you won't hear me speaking because I'm going to have my heat gun on. So what you're going to do is you're going to heat this whole thing up. Actually, we'll just do 2 different colors instead of 3. Okay? So we'll heat up half of it at a time. Alright, here we go. Let me warm up my heat gun really quick. Make sure it's hot. Okay, so we're going to heat this up. Get it nice and hot. So what you're doing, instead of putting that like embossing, the sticky embossing stuff on it so that your embossing powder can stick to it, what it's going to stick to is the heat, is the metal being heated. Okay. Take that off. See how it stuck on there? It already started melting on there because the metal is nice and hot. Okay. So then what you want to do is you want to go underneath, not on top, or you're going to blow off some of your embossing powder, which you don't want to do. So now you're going to heat it underneath. You can go on top in a minute as soon as you get it melting. It already melted. And now you can go on top a little bit if you want. But make sure you start below, okay? I'll show you guys how that looks. Isn't that fabulous? And this will stay on the metal permanently, okay? Let's turn it over. And let's do the other side. Again, let's heat it all up again. Get the metal nice and hot. And like I said, no need to put any embossing ink on here because the, oh, sorry you guys, just one second. I have to pour, unless I have another piece of paper. Oh, I do. Sorry about that. I have a piece of paper down here to pour over. So, real quickly again, because I'm sure it's cooled down, let's just go ahead and heat this back up again. Like I said, there's no need for embossing ink because the heat of by heating up the metal, that automatically starts melting the embossing powder. It starts making your embossing powder stick to the metal. There's no need for embossing ink. I remember the first time I saw this, I thought, didn't she just use some embossing ink? How did she get that to stick? Well, it's the hot metal starts instantly melting the embossing powder. Okay, so now let's put this over here. We'll put that. We will save all the glitter, you guys. Don't worry. All right. Again, underneath so you don't blow off. Make sure you guys are hearing me. Make sure you start underneath heating this up so that you don't blow the embossing powder off of your piece. Okay. It's already melted. And once you melt it a little bit, you can go over the top if you want. Alright, let me show you guys that. It happens very quickly. Isn't that fabulous, you guys? Love this. And see now, you guys can see how I got my necklace to look all, you know, the base. How I got that all done. And here I used 3 colors. I used the turquoise, the purple, and I used a really cool green. Kind of peacock type of colors. Okay, I think that's dry. Yep, it's dry. And it dries really quick. And it's permanent, you guys. Isn't that so cool? Okay, next thing I want to show you guys, let's move this out of the way, is I want to show you quickly how to bling out anything you want to bling out. Okay, quick and easy technique. Okay, it's right there. Good. Just one second, you guys. I'm getting myself some bling out of my little thing here. Alright, got myself some bling. Alright. Alright, whenever you guys are going to do blinging, or you're going to, well, it kind of depends on what technique you're using. If you're going to have to set things in small little places, real small little places, I would say then to use, let me get it out, glossy accent. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of it. So if you need to like put like a bling here and one little bling there and one little bling there and one little bling there because you're kind of hitting certain little spots, use your E6000. Okay, but if you're going to bling something out like how I did this piece, see how you're setting them all over? I would use E6000, okay? And I'm going to show you how I set these in, okay? All right. The other key thing to the whole thing is you want to go and get yourself some stuff like this. This is called Dentec. You get it in like where you buy your toothpaste and mouthwashes and all that. It's a wax that I guess like if you have a filling that fell out and you need to put your filling back in or your tooth back in, you can glue it back in with this wax. And anyway, it's a sticky type of wax. But it's perfect to take a toothpick, dip it in here, get a little of that sticky, waxy junk on there. Okay, it'll come in a little bottle like that. Make sure that you have it on the tip of your toothpick. Have an extra toothpick, so if you need a little tool just to kind of take the stone off of here if it sticks on here too much, but a lot of times it doesn't. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, I have my stones. Let me scoot my stones over so you can see me doing it. Okay, so we have all of that. Next, like I said, if I'm going to cover something and I'm going to place stones all over, I use the E6000. Okay? I get mine at Walmart, you guys. It's dirt cheap. It's a lot cheaper than it is at like at Joann's or anywhere else. It's like $2.75 or something ridiculous like that. Good price. Okay, so I just spread my E6000, and I don't do the whole piece at one time with the E6000 because it takes you a little time to get the bling on. So I spread my E6000 from here to here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the small ones, which I think are 1 millimeter. Okay, so you can see how easily you can pick those up, and they set right down to the glue. See? So I'm just going to keep going. You guys can watch me do this and see how fast this goes. That's what I love, is that it goes so fast, because this is why I wasn't blinging things out, because I'm too impatient and I didn't have the time. I didn't want to spend the time, and I'm like, how in the world are people picking up those stones? So when I saw this, I was like, I am so gonna bling out everything. Okay. Because of this technique, I was able to do my phone very quickly. I think maybe it took me to do my phone maybe 2 hours. I mean, that's not really quick, but that's, I thought it would take all day to do my phone. But once I learned this technique, okay. See how easily you can pick them up and just set them right into the glue? Now, I'm not going to do this whole thing. I'm just going to do the part that I set the glue up into. And you can even use this to turn your piece around, to turn it around. Like if your bling is faced the wrong way, you can easily turn it around. So make sure you guys go to your grocery store and pick up some of this dental wax. It's not going to be called dental wax, but just look for something that glues, I guess, teeth back in, or it'll be the only stuff on the shelf that's like it. It was real easy to find. Okay, almost done here. But I wanted to do quite a few so you guys can just see how quick and easy it is. And let me do one more. And we'll do one more. I have another little small one, do I? Yeah, I do. There it is. And I love these. I'm going to turn these into earrings. I'm going to put just some little, earring hooks on there. These will be earrings. They're going to be fabulous to go with my necklace. Okay, so let me show you how this turned out. Let me lift it up. See, guys? Isn't that quick and easy? So I showed you guys how to emboss. Use the embossing powder on metal and how to melt it onto the metal. Then after that, how to bling out things. So now, you can do anything you want to do, whether it's jewelry, a phone, a piece for charms, or you want to do it to your phone. Whatever you want to do, you're free to do it. I want to share one more thing with my phone. So you guys kind of, if someone sees this and is like, I have to do my phone. Okay, for one, get these small AB, which is Aurora Borealis stones. I think this is 1 millimeter. You can use 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, but you kind of want to use the small ones. Before you put on any of these pieces, completely cover the phone with the small crystals, 1 or 2 millimeter Aurora Borealis stones. Because you think that you could just put the big pieces in and then fill in. But it's like anything else. You have to do the layering or it doesn't turn out. Because I started doing it like that and it wasn't turning out. Because in between anywhere that's not like covered with pieces, like in here, you want to see these stones. So that's how it looks so layered. See, in between here, you can see the stones that this is on top of. So first, apply all your stones. Again, take your E6000 in sections and just lay a bunch on there. Set stones all in. Then you go in with your pieces, your bigger pieces. And like I said, you can use broken jewelry pieces like I did here. And then I just added some of my own stones. Or you can take and make your own pieces, period, like this butterfly. I mean, that's this piece. And I just completely stoned that piece out. Okay? Same thing with this. This was that rose. And I completely stoned it out. See? And completely stoned it out. So anybody can make this. They're quick and they're you know, it's not quick to do a phone. A phone took me about 2 hours, but it's easy and it's a lot of fun. And once you do it and you use E6000, you're not going to have to worry about stones falling off and not being done well when you go to buy one. Because a piece like this could cost you probably $80. I don't know, because it's a lot of stones and you know, it's some work. But if you do it yourself, you'll know it's done really nice and it'll be done the way you want it. So, okay guys, I think that is it for this tutorial. Sorry about that. That was my ring that just hit the table. I think that is it for this tutorial. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed to my station. I want to say hello to my team. You guys try this. Everybody on my team, if you guys want to try this, it's so fun with all the pieces I send you guys. Start blinging some stuff out. You'll love it. And if you haven't subscribed to my station, I would love for you to do so. And I think that's it for today. I'm trying to think if there's any other news I want to do. I have a lot of new items coming into my shop, which I'm going to be doing a video here shortly on that. And you guys will see that, okay? All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.